Water and conditioning. I don't give any water breaks. That's not go. That's Bear Bryant. We have water wherever the players are. There's water. Wherever our players are standing, there's water. Whether it's one of those mules or water bottles, there's water wherever players are. So when they're in a line, they can drink of water. If they're not in a 6-on-6, they can get a drink of water. Wherever there are players, there's water. So we have 3 milk crates with water bottles in them, and they get passed around. Our manager is responsible to fill them up as they get low, or move the mule to a certain area. But we don't typically, not always, but typically. There's one practice where it was cold out. We went down to the team house, and while we were in there for like 20 minutes, it got really, really warm. And we went full sweats. We go full sweats pretty far into the season, to the chagrin of our players. And we came out, and the clouds were gone, the sun was out. I didn't notice at all. I was focused on practice. And we're getting to practice. It was one of those ones where after a loss, we're going hard. And I'm looking, going, man, their faces are really red. They're working really hard. Well, they're dying. They were dying. Finally, one of the coach comes, Coach, they're dying. I mean, it's hot out. It's warm. And so we then said, okay, everybody stop. Get a water break. And we had to stop. But typically we don't do it. Disguise running, I talked about a little bit. We talked about, can you sacrifice valuable stick work minutes to just run? I don't think you can. Make the pace of practice conditioning. I used to always know our pace was good when Charlie Buneman and Patrick Egan were sweating through their pants. I knew I had a good practice that day. When they sweated through their sweats, they were overweight, and when they were sweating through, that was a good practice. Small groups, make them move. Go from one drill to the next, one drill to the next, one drill to the next. Have somebody, assistant coach, hurt player, somebody setting up your next drill. So you don't one, you're going to the next. Support equipment, goals, you can't have enough. You can't have enough. We usually, sometimes we'll have, during pre-stretch stick work, we'll have like 6 goals in the field. Here's 3 right here. And then we'll have one maybe for somebody else doing stuff and someone down here. Or we'll have 2 groups of this. And then we'll have 2 groups of this. Can't have enough goals. And that's why we get a lot of lightweight ones so we can drag them around our turf. We have really heavy ones that stay in the crease. Then some real light ones with a rounded bottom so we can drag them around. Balls, you can't have too many. Tony Liberto at Laxwell was all bummed out when we got our turf field because I used to buy 14 gross of balls for him a year. We got a turf field with a fence around it. We still bought 12. I'm a little disappointed the fence and the netting only say there's 2 gross of balls. But you can't have too many balls. We spend more money in our budget with balls than in our budget. So we fundraise for everything else. Cones, have a lot of them. Or those flat discs. I love the flat discs because kids can step on them. You can put them out where they have to go to. When we're doing defense, we circle the paint. Get them out there so they can see where they got to go. On a circle, make the big circle so they circle the right way, not spin. Whistles. This is one that drives me nuts. This is one that if you want Coach Hogan to get pissed at you as a coach, don't bring your whistle to practice. How many times do you in the game tell your kids, play to the whistle? All the time. Do you use the whistle in practice? If you don't, you've created them, you've taught them, you've trained them to not play to the whistle. I know a lot of coaches don't bring whistles to games, to practice. And they either say go or stop. It's not the way the game's played. You, as a coach, have just taught the kid not to play to the whistle. It's unfair for you then to get angry at him. Nothing ever starts without a whistle. Nothing stops without a whistle. Nothing starts, nothing stops. When we first have tryouts, the kids are so pumped up, they pick up a ball, we blow the whistle, the league procedure, somebody typically starts running down the field. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Whistle hasn't sounded yet. Get back. It's also trains them to beat the whistle. Meaning is, if there's a turnover, a change of possession, pick up the ball and be ready. Don't pick up the ball and stand inside the box because the play can't start there. Pick the ball up and be ready. So play until there's a whistle. If you don't have a whistle, and I always take about 6 of them and put them in my middle console of my car. And make sure every practice is over, I take the whistle off and I put it in the console of my car. You can't, and we put another 6 whistles in our toolbox the manager brings into practice. You have to have a whistle, and nothing starts, nothing stops without a whistle. And my club coaches don't do this, and it really infuriates. I don't get that. I don't understand that.